Everybody, I've heard all speaking about so many things. Now it's my turn to speak. I was born in Meerut, that's in UP. Brought up in Bombay, learned the craft of filmmaking in Bombay. I was an assistant editor, assistant director. And when my turn came to become a producer, destiny brought me to Chennai, then Madras. My first independent film as a producer was a remake of a South film. It was done by a director Babu called Manori Pandulu. That was my first film. And from then on, I started interacting with people here in Chennai, and I thought the discipline of working here is something which is needed in Bombay too, because in Bombay those days, things were a little scattered. Of course, we were making good films there in Bombay too, but here things were far more disciplined, far more organized. After my first film, I was again in Chennai to do a film. I was planning a film with Bapu, and we were looking for a subject. And I was here, I remember I stayed at, earlier when I came from Manoli Pandulu, I stayed at Palm Grove Hotel, paying 95 rupees a day for tiffin, lunch, dinner and breakfast. I upgraded myself to President Hotel when I came here for my second film. That time I stayed at the President Hotel because that happened to be opposite Director Bapu's house. So I was here for 40 days and Tyagu's not here. It is thanks to his father, Mr. Govind Rajan, that I got the rights of Andel Natkal done by great Bhagyaraj. Our family owes a lot to South. And I particularly owe a lot to South because destiny has given me a lot professionally. And destiny again has given me a lot personally. My wife belonged to this place. And somehow she's contributed in a big way in what I am today. She was there in my film Mr. India. We've done a couple of films together. Mr. India was a huge success. After that, we did Roop Kirani, Prem, which didn't do that well. And again, when I was down, financially, professionally down, there was a film which Vasu ji mentioned with Sathyaraj Garu. I made that film in Hindi, Loafer, and I recovered my losses. It was So somehow South has contributed a lot in my career. I remain indebted. And at the same time, talking about Urvashi ji, since I was married to Sri, she herself was a great actor. I was first her fan, then her lover, and then her husband. So in a lot of her confessions about various things, one thing that I remember, she had a huge respect for Urvashi. In fact, she always told me, amongst the better actresses, best actresses in down south is Urvashi because she works from the heart. I feel the same, and I felt the same then. I remember watching her first film, Mundani Muduchi, with Bhagyaraj. And I don't know whether she remembers, after watching the film, I think I saw the film in Alankar Theatre here in Mount Road. After watching the film, I went to her house. Do you remember I had come to your house? Your first house in Chennai. It took me a time to find your house. Somehow I landed there, saw you, wished you. And I felt, that was the beginning of a huge star. That film was a huge success. And obviously her value as an actor, everybody recognized. And she went ahead with this. She's still heading a glorious career, even as a character actor, first as a heroine, then as a character actor. And I feel whichever film she does, she will remain a backbone of the film. She's such a powerful actor. And same goes for Sathyaraj sir. I've watched his films. In fact, we've grown watching films of the stalwarts from here, Mr. Vasu, Mr. Ravi Kumar. Sundar, of course, with him I have a different connection. He's married to Khushbu. And at one time I was to launch Khushbu. So there is an indirect connection with all the esteemed guests out here, and above all, a connection with South, connection with Tamil Nadu. I'm glad and happy I'm here doing Tamil films. I've grown up knowing very well the first language in the world people talk about is Tamil. Tamil was the first internet language. This year, I've released 2 Tamil films. This would be my 3rd Tamil film. In 1 year, I'm hoping to release 4 films. Parimai, Ninja, Veetla Vishesham, and I hope to release 1 more film. Let's not talk about it, but there could be a 4th film too. And of course, the journey after that will continue. And I hope I get the same love and support that I've always got. Looking forward to making some more films out here and remaining in touch with this soil, with this land, which has given me a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot for all your kind words.
And of course, I missed out on talking